Get on board with crypto. Sheesh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very serious episode of Blast Off with Ribs. I am your host, Ribs. So, I and one other person so far have been talking quite extensively about cryptocurrency as a whole. This is sort of a rant, and it is a very serious one. Since I think we all have probably mixed feelings about how this would actually work. I know many of you who are in the space, we need we need regulation. We don't need regulation, but we do. We do need regulation. We need centralization. We need decentralization because they kind of coexist with one another. And it's just kind of inevitable, really. Over the last several months that I've been making videos, I've been talking to a lot of different people. We've been developing business strategies. We've been developing a business plan, and we are looking for, investors to even start the process of being able to utilize cryptocurrencies for what it is actually being developed for. So, what is cryptocurrencies? What are they? What are they attempting to do? Cryptocurrencies are decentralized forms of decentralized versions of currencies really is what that is, and it's a transfer, a seamless transfer without needing to utilize any like government entities or banks. It's literally just consumers being able to do what they would like with their money, or monies, or cryptocurrencies, and even that is kind of like a difficult thing to even conceive. So what do we really need for crypto? We need regulation, and we need regulation in the sense of a different entity not owned or regulated, not owned by a single government, not owned by the US, not owned by, another entity like the European Union or China or Russia or India or El Salvador. We need a decentralized aspect of that. Now, what does that really mean? And that is building a community that would like to regulate things to help make it a safer area for people to come, especially to onboard. Because if you think about it, the space is huge already, but it's not as big as it will be 10 years from now. It's not as big as it will be 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, beyond my lifetime and beyond yours. So what does that look like as a whole? That looks like people from all over the world being included in that. So people from the US, people from the EU, people from Asia, people from South America, people from Africa, people from any part of the world. You could be on your own little island and have whatever you got going on, just going on, but we need something that will be able to utilize blockchain to regulate it. So whether that, bringing in a way of staking, bringing a way of mining, even just printing new cryptocurrencies, reading contracts, making sure that cryptocurrencies that are new and coming out, they actually have legitimate projects and not just, hey, we're going to do something, but we need to launch our token first before we do that. And kind of eliminating that whole thing, but allowing those cryptos to come out, but when they actually have something solid. So, let's put this into play here. So, Red Wave and the Wafer token. Red Wave is the utilization for Wafer. That is how you earn it. That is how you use it. And it's still in its beginning stage, but there's utility there already because Red Wave has a social media platform. It is not regulated other than, obviously if there's terrorist attacks or terrorism or people committing crimes against other humans and stuff like that. Obviously there's that aspect of it, but being able to have that freedom of speech, being able to say what you like when you want to, that is a really good thing for anybody. But that's just showing utilization. So So even like Ethereum, it's an ecosystem. So it's not just Ethereum. It's XYO. It's, you know, what a plethora of other cryptocurrencies that run like Polygon used to run on the Ethereum network, and now it's its own blockchain. It forked off of it. So being able to have all of that running all at the same time is something that is very crucial to cryptocurrencies, and also being able to have utilization. So if we were to create a globalized entity to help regulate and allow cryptocurrencies to flourish, is really what we need. And maybe this is just my opinion, and it's not completely thought out, to be fair, because what crypto blockchain is complete already? None of them are. I don't think there's a single one that's complete that is being actively used to its full potential. We see layer 1s, we see layer 2s, but there's more to be done. There's always going to be more to be done on anything anyways, because even the best can get better. You know what I mean? So not making blockchains compete against each other, but allowing them to flourish in a way that they're supposed to be utilized, I think would be a really good benefit. But also having an entity that can help, that will use, maybe not all blockchains, but attempt to utilize a large quantity of them, giving them purpose, giving them use, and spreading that. Being able to get that to the public, being able to make it easy for onboarding for new consumers, new people that haven't gotten into it yet, or they're like scared, they don't know what it is, they need more regulation, they need this, they need their safety cushion. So being able to regulate this on a global scale would do that much better than having the US government regulate it, having the EU regulate it, having India regulate it, having China regulate it, having South Africa regulate it, or Brazil, or Argentina, or whoever. It doesn't matter who, but not having a single country doing it. Having the global economy come together, because that's what it's going to come down to anyways. That's what the metaverse is. It's bringing the globe together, connecting everyone via the internet, Web3, whatever you really want to call that. Like this thought is so much larger than even me. It would require a team of who knows how many people, like thousands of people. We would need cybersecurity. And also when it comes to that, when it comes to hackers and dealing with stuff like that, not even having to pay for cybersecurity companies to come in and track everything. You could just come to this global entity and be like, hey, can you check this out and see, if I did get scammed, was it me was I the problem, or was it me being hacked by someone and it was unintentional that I gave that away? Being able to regulate and sort of policing, but, obviously not policing, but having its own method of being able to be a fair without controlling. So, because I know I've run into high up companies, so high yield investment somethings. I forget what the P means. Eliminating that stuff from happening, eliminating scammers, being able to get rid of a lot of that stuff, and regulation. It is regulation, but on a decentralized aspect, not keeping it as centralized as I know some countries would like to. But this idea is huge, and I kind of want to be a part of it. I love crypto, like to an nth degree. Like I can't even fathom how much I love it. Like it's just like, when I talk about it, I shake, and I just can't not talk about it. And making it so there is a physical aspect that could come along with crypto, because if we don't have devices, if we don't have our hands, our eyes, if we don't have our minds, if we don't have screens, we need there is a physical aspect, and then there's a digital aspect that is non-tangible. So maybe I'm making zero sense here, but something needs to be done. Having the SEC in the U.S. regulate it is, in my mind, is not the right course of action. Having the Fed regulate it, having the Fed decide what they need to do is not what should happen. And no offense to anybody, in the Fed or whatever, but I really think we need younger minds to come in and because it is younger minds that are building blockchains. Granted, I don't even know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. There is a guy out there that, he's super uber rich. I don't even know his name. He's come out and said he actually knows who it is. I don't know if I believe him or not, because no one actually knows, except for maybe a select few actual people in the world would actually know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, if it is a singular person or if it is a group of people. It doesn't really matter to me, but being able to bring a group of people together to help regulate it. So not just from the US, but people from all over the world coming together, building a team, because we will need people from just about every country to onboard in order to, whether it is language barriers, whether it is, that's really cultural barriers, creed barriers, religious barriers. Like, there's so many different aspects that could be covered if we bring a global community together to help regulate it and to stop this FUD, stop all the hate that comes around with it. Toxic communities will still exist no matter what, but creating a true force to be reckoned with that will help build crypto to what it should and what it will be, whether it be in my lifetime or beyond it, but helping it push forward and get into the hands of business owners, into the hand of the retail investors, into the hand of utility for consumers, and then some. And I would love to be a front runner with this. I'm an educated person, but I don't know everything, and I learn stuff every single day when it comes to crypto. I try to read as much as possible. You can ask my significant other; she's like, "Dude, wow, you need to go somewhere and talk to somebody." And I try to do that, and I really do love to talk about crypto. I'm on Twitter even more than I was 3-4 months ago. I'm way more interactive. I'm trying to build business. I'm trying to build support groups. I'm communicating with people that seem to be popular, seem to be very into it, that seem to be very passionate about it. So if you are these people, come to me. Let's build something. Let's talk. We need investors as well to build this. So if there are people who are running on blockchains that would love to talk to me about creating this thing, let's go. Let's talk. I'll do whatever. I will debate, I will chat, I'm not going to argue, but we want to come up with solutions. If we can bring a bunch of minds together that are here to find solutions, that's what I'm here to do. I want to find a solution to it all. Maybe we won't be able to figure it all out in 10, 20 minutes, but we need to build something and have it be done right and have a community backed by it. That's what I want to do. Maybe this is what my channel is going to end up being. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I am attempting to grow something and start something. So if you're one of these people that want to do this, hit me up. You don't have to smash up my like button. You don't have to subscribe to my channel, but you do have to try to communicate with me in some kind of way. And if that's you, come at me. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's bring something to the table that people aren't doing yet and really change how this works. This is me coming out to the public and actually saying this, and this is something that I want. I might not be the first person, but I'm someone who's dead serious about doing this, and I want to move forward. If you would like to move forward with this, come my way. You could talk to me. You could talk to Jude Gill. He's on my team right now, and we're attempting to do something huge. So let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready. You better be too. We're a force. We're going to do it. we're going to do this. So keep blasting off, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my rant. This is not over by any means. I could probably talk for hours about this, but yeah, let's talk. If you want to talk crypto, let's talk crypto. Until then, keep blasting off, everybody. Get on board with crypto. Sheesh.